Alright, what's going on, everyone? Just a quick video lesson for today. Not much going on, a couple plays in the morning, past couple days, and then everything just fades into the into the rest of the day and into the close. Been pretty boring, so I'm gonna keep this one pretty short. So yesterday, VUZI had this nice green day and basically kind of almost double topped here, topped out just below the breakout level of like 1430s. Ended up swinging small size into the close. Just held really nicely. I did take a small position here and ended up cutting it, and then just small position at 1367, looking for a gap up to see if we could break over that the low 1430s. I sold at pre-market. Wasn't getting the gap that I wanted, and so just instantly cut it, and good thing I did because I didn't want to hold through that. And then this did not trade it. This up had news, and it was just one of those plays to where I was just like, if you ever watch Bryce Toohey and Matthew Monaco on like the steady trade or like the twist or small cap rockets or whatever you want to call it, I tend to watch those a lot. I love watching, anything that they do with Tim Bowen and all those guys. So it's just kind of cool to see how they trade and stuff like that. But I thought about taking a position here in the low nines, risking low of day of 880, just because it had news. I can tell it was going to push up to, the 10s to maybe 12s and probably top out. I didn't think it was going to break past pre-market highs unless it really had volume and kept squeezing. But the volume right away and the fact that it kind of tried to dip, couldn't, and a lot of the other stocks that were having, were gapping up kind of did it, like they were following each other almost. They were pretty similar. And so I didn't pull the trigger. Thought about pulling the trigger in here, but I didn't. I was also watching this, and I really wanted to buy on this dip here when it was holding VWAP for this exact kind of move. And so it was just missing some of these early dip buys when VWAP was holding. Ended up fading. I never ended up touching it. Did see later on that it had a nice little midday perk, which was really just a great short setup if you're into shorting. This midday kind of perk when it fails to really break and hold above VWAP. Beautiful entry up in here. But that was basically that. I didn't touch it. I will keep an eye on it to see how it holds up and looking for a breakout and see if we can start testing those all-time highs. IFMK. And these were both low floats, low market caps. They had news, so ideal for in the morning. And when the market's hot, these really can squeeze. So it can have nice pushes, as you can see. It's a recent runner. It does have a nice spike here on volume, but faded, way off its highs. So I was somewhat expecting the same thing. But I just got emotional. I missed the dip buy here, which I really kind of wanted, and missed this whole move. I was watching it in here, thought it was going to break down, ended up having another push where it barely broke high of day. Was watching it in here. Like an idiot, took shares like on this candle, 100 shares, ended up cutting it, and then once it really got tight right in here, I bought the break here. It was just a fake out, cut it, and then was really watching it to see if it was which way it was gonna move, and never ended up taking another position. It just cracked. Held VWAP really nicely though, failed to break down. Had another little attempt to push to new highs, which it did by a few cents, but the play was basically over. Just kind of watched this when it was perking in here. I thought it could be a good short. It was just a good short into the close. Really, it just faded all day. Short into the pops, especially into the close when VWAP failed. So that was basically that. UBX was another play that was up, and there was just nothing for me. There was no way I wanted to trade it. I missed the whole morning where it's kind of just grinded up. So the only other trade I took was IFMK, the VUZI overnight, and then PPSI. Let's see. So recent runner, and just looking for that bounce play. Had a one red day, so you need at least one red day of consolidation. Not just consolidation but like getting shorts out and everything like that, for it to try to push and continue. I would be, if you're looking for that first green day or the nice bounce day, you're looking for at least a red day in between. So today, missed the open price. Open price was like 684, 685. Missed it, kind of ripped right through. Ended up taking the high day break on this candle because it topped out here, dipped, confirmed, snagged it at like 698. Just 10 shares, just super small size, and held through all this. I was risking like basically 690, just under VWAP right here, because if it really, I was okay with stopping out because you can sometimes just be a little early, and like today it did end up finishing red, so this will be on watch for another first green day bounce tomorrow. So I had my cut pretty tight under VWAP there, to where if it really tried to slam back down, I just wanted to get out. And it held up. Ended up bringing my stop up to low sevens, like 704. And it just under where it kind of held in here. So this candle here was making me very nervous. I almost stopped out by a penny. Thank goodness I didn't. Held VWAP pretty nicely. Ended up selling into the perk into the low 750s, and then just called it a day. And then that was it. That was the top, faded. So I'll have this on watch for another first green day bounce tomorrow. But for these first green day bounces, they need to have a really nice spike, like it did here. It had a really nice squeeze. I forget how much it was up, because I'm counting this pre-market from the 330 all the way up to mid 12s. So that's a really nice move. A lot of volume, a lot of money in the stock, a lot of eyes, and red day, basically a consolidation day. And then today you can look for some kind of bounce and momentum shift. Had it in the morning for a few minutes, and then it faded. So definitely will be on watch for another first green day. So that's basically it. I'm going to keep this one short. Pretty boring day, pretty boring week so far. Today was my first red day of the week. Down $12 overall. And it was really just this stupid play. Trying to force some trades in here. When I really shouldn't have been, all because I missed it way down here. Just emotional, FOMO, fear of missing out. I wanted another leg up and didn't get it. So really just kind of forcing some trades in there with, a little bit bigger size than normal. And then the one trade that I did win on, I had small size, so it's just a small win. It is what it is. But I'm not too upset about it. Just need to be a little bit more smart here, because volume is not fading at all. Even if you try to put your line there, you're just kind of forcing it. It's not ready. So just need to be a little bit more patient with some of these plays, and need to take action on plays like this, where first green day with news, low market cap, low float, you get a nice perk, dip, holding VWAP. I mean, it's really just you're playing the momentum. And you're looking for, you're thinking, okay, it's a low float, low market cap, has news. It's not going to just top out here in the 116, 117 and then fade, right? That's hasn't done shit yet. So you're really kind of just playing the momentum in the morning. And once it gets really choppy and tops out up in here and really can't really break out anymore to new highs, that's just the end of it. So that's all I got for today. Nothing special. Market's kind of slow, a little boring. You're going to play here or there. You got to really be picky and nail it, or else you're just going to get chopped around and stopped out, and a bunch of BS. So I hope that made sense. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.